So please come on in. It is 6 p.m. All right. Well, welcome to City Hall. Today is October 17, 2023, and it's 6 p.m., and I'm going to call the meeting for the City of Iowa. Well, before I do that, I actually wanted to maybe just make a quick statement here while people are gathering in. It's been a sobering last 10 days as we've continued to see reports of the war between Israel and Hamas, with all its complexities that is affecting Israelis, Palestinians, and many, many more people across the globe. The loss of life, the violence, the terror is too much to comprehend. Our hearts go out to all of those who are impacted. We together assert that all targeted violence is harmful and that we long for the cessation of violence, for a shared and expansive community of hope, and for the attainment of true peace. To all those in and around Iowa City that are impacted more directly, we stand with you. I invite you all to join me in a moment of silence. Thank you. We're going to go into our agenda item. Agenda item 1 is roll call, please.
Dunn.
Yes.
Harmson.
Yes.
Taylor.
Yes.
Teague.
Yes.
Thomas.
Messed it up.
Alter.
Here.
Burgess.
Here. Roll call, it's here.
Yes. Well, hello, everybody. Yes, in here. All right. We're going to move on to items number 2 through 7, which is our consent agenda. Could I get a motion to approve it, please?
So moved, Taylor.
Second, Alter.
All right. Moved by Taylor, seconded by Alter. Anyone from the public like to address a topic that is on our consent agenda? And if you are online, please raise your hand and I will acknowledge you. Seeing no one in person or online, council discussion. Roll call, please.
Harmson.
Yes.
Taylor.
Yes.
Teague.
Yes.
Thomas.
Yes.
Alter.
Yes.
Burgess.
Yes.
Dunn.
Yes.
Motion passes 7-0. We're on to item number 8, which is our community comment. This is an opportunity for individuals to come and speak on items that is not on our regular agenda. So if you are wanting to speak on items that are not on our regular agenda, will you please raise your hand at this time? And if you are online, please raise your hand as well. Seeing no one in person or online.
Mayor, we do have one online.
Okay, I don't see them. But thank you for catching that. Oh, I see it now. Yes, welcome Matthew North. And you'll be given 3 minutes.
Good evening.
Welcome.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. Well, first I'd like to start by saying you mentioned the crisis over in Gaza.
I'm going to have you hold on for 1 second, Matthew. We're going to try to get the volume a little higher.
Perfect. Is this better?
1 second. We had a little adjustment with our system earlier. Now, if you can speak.
Yes. Can you hear me better now?
Yes, we can. Welcome. And your 3 minutes starts now.
Okay. Thanks for having me. I'll keep this pretty brief. With the stuff going on over in Palestine, in Israel, I'd like to say what that calls to my mind is that multiculturalism does not work. You see it firsthand over there with the chaos that's going on. And Iowa City is getting drastically more different every day. Whenever I walk around, it's just, I don't even know what country I'm in anymore. And it's really sad because when I look at the city council's website, there's more stuff on there about Black Lives Matter and racist this. And it's like, Iowa, this is a farm community, and it's a bunch of white of European descent, and we don't have a European heritage acknowledgement. And really, it's so sad that we're getting replaced in our own countries. And I'm just really tired of what the Jews have done to our communities here. They own the media, and they're the ones pushing to say that Israel is such a victim right now, and the beheaded babies, even though that's all bullshit. Excuse my language. That's all nonsense. It was just a girl with a press jacket on saying it. There's absolutely no sources for it. And even if there are images, and AI is so powerful now, you can make whatever kind of image. But these people are known liars, and I'm going to read some of their Talmud, because it says right in there, in Yabamoth 98a, all non-Jew children are animals. Sanhedrin 57a, when a Jew murders a non-Jew, there will be no death penalty. Ketubot 11b, a man who engaged in intercourse with a girl less than 3 years old of age has done nothing. Shabbath 116a, Jews must destroy books of the Christians, i.e. the New Testament. Baba Metzia 114b, the non-Jews are not human, they are beasts. And, this goes on and on and on. And this is their holy book, the Talmud. It's in every synagogue across the planet. And the worst one is Libra David 37. To communicate anything to a non-Jew about our religion's relations would be equal to the killing of all Jews. For if the non-Jew knew what we teach about them, they would kill us openly. I've seen something called the Metzitza B'Pah, which is an oral circumcision followed by oral suction, where a rabbi cuts 3/4 of the foreskin and then puts his mouth on the wound and bites the rest of the skin off and then sucks it off. If any sucks the blood from it, if any other grown man puts his mouth on a baby in that way, he goes to prison, but yet these rabbis are allowed to do it. And I just don't understand when somebody's going to stand up to the Jews in this country and when we're going to take our country back. So that's all I really have to say. I hope you guys take this serious and start thinking about who owns this, who's running the media, who runs our government, who is pushing all this LGBT stuff on us and all this talk about, you can call any white man racist, but as soon as a white guy says that blacks make up 13% of the population but commit 60% of the crimes, and 1 in 22 black men will commit a murder at some point in their life, you can't talk about that stuff openly. I appreciate that.
Your time is up, and we welcome Justin Comer.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, thank you. I was not planning on speaking, but after the previous public comment from Matthew North, I just wanted to say that was some pretty out there racist stuff, and I would appreciate Iowa City remaining and making progress on becoming a more inclusive community. People from all backgrounds from all over the world should be more than welcome here. They should be celebrated for being part of this community. The anti-Semitic stuff was also pretty outrageous, and anyone who has those beliefs in their heads should probably just keep them to themselves and rethink your life. All right, that concludes my comment. Thank you.
Thank you. We welcome Anna, followed by Mohel.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, welcome.
Hello. I also wasn't planning on speaking during public comment, but I would also like to comment on Matthew North's comments. Sounds like he's a freak white supremacist that's online too much, and anyone with those views is not welcome in Iowa City. I'm happy to live in such a diverse community myself, and I hope all counselors publicly denounce this racist and anti-Semitic language. Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome, Mohel, followed by Rudy.
You guys hear me?
Yes, welcome.
Wonderful. I just wanted to talk. I wanted to say I agree with everything that Mr. North said. I don't have anything prepared tonight, but racism doesn't exist to the extent that it is pushed. White nationalism is the truth and is the only way we'll save this country. Thank you.
Rudy, welcome.
Hi there. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Perfect. I would just like to take this time for everyone to remember the tragic events that happened on June 8th in 1967 when Israeli forces attacked the USS Liberty, killing 34 U.S. Navy personnel by air and sea attacks and injured 174 additional service members. Israel claims that their intelligence agency identified it as an Egyptian ship, but Major Uri Meretz knew that the USS Liberty was an unarmed U.S. Navy intel operation. The Israeli Air Force and Navy bombed and torpedoed the ship anyway, making sure to specifically target the lifeboats to prevent any Americans from escaping. Now, with the current global situation and the USS Gerald Ford out in the area again, what's to stop Israel from attacking our Navy ships again in order to provoke an attack on Hamas, like they did during 9/11 with the false flag attacks on the Twin Towers in New York in order to get us to invade Iraq for them? I mean, 96% of the American media is owned by 6 Jewish corporations, 6 Jewish families, and I feel that they have way too much control over the media in general. That's why our current media reporting on the situation in Gaza and Israel is very biased, and we just get to hear about this fake news about Hamas beheading babies, but we don't hear about the Israeli soldiers and the IDF killing, raping, and maiming every man, woman, and child they can get within their sights. They've made a game of shooting the genitals off children, and I say children, I mean children under 12. They high-five each other when one of them shoots somebody in the genitals, and they place bets as to who can do it fastest. And I think it's despicable that our current administration is sending soldiers in to facilitate the act of these terrorists. It's terrorists fighting terrorists over there, and we should have nothing to do with these desert people. Thank you.
Would anyone else like to address a topic that is not on our agenda? Please state your name, and there is a sign-in at the desk. There's also stickers in the back for anyone that wants to speak now or even later, where you can sign your name and state your city you're from. Welcome.
Thank you. I just would like to, first of all, say that people in Palestine and Israel both going through things. Palestine has been there for 4,000 years. Jewish people and Muslim people had lived together for thousands of years without problem until it was made into a state. And then since it was made into a state, about 1 million Palestinians have been killed. So people do live together well, but when something else happened there, I think that's the problem. In 1986, Joseph Biden, 1986, said that Israel, if there was no Israel, that the U.S. would have to create an Israel in order to protect U.S. interests in the Middle East. That Israel has really been, it's not really Jewish versus Muslim or Jewish versus non-Jewish. It's a state. It's a military outpost. And we give billions of dollars every year in military arms to Israel. We give billions of dollars in arms to a lot of countries. We're going up to maybe $200 billion to go to Ukraine. Instead of calling the United States of America, sometimes we should just call ourselves Bombs Are Us. Instead of sending weapons to Israel, the U.S. should be helping negotiations. And I ask people here all over Iowa City to call your representatives, your Congress, to demand negotiations and no weapons. And the same thing with Ukraine. The U.S. had multiple times to negotiate with Russia in 2021, early 2022, and refused. The Kremlin and Ukraine, Zelensky's government, both were going to negotiate, but the U.S., what did they do? They sent bombs. And how has that helped? It hasn't helped. And in fact, Hamas's attack, they found what were supposed to be Ukrainian weapons in the hands of Hamas. So those weapons came from the U.S. So we're basically a bombs grocery store. Just come and buy bombs and we'll make business that way. Please, people in Iowa City, people who can hear this, please call your Congress people in the White House and say no more bombs. That's enough. Let's use our words. Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome, Phil, online. Welcome, Phil.
Hi, thank you. Let me just get what I wrote pulled up. Oh, here it is. Oh man, where is it? How long do I have to speak tonight?
You have up to 3 minutes. Please state your name and city you're from.
Oh, hello. My name is Phil Barber. I'm from Iowa City. Wow, sorry, I'm really unprepared. Okay, I have it here. Thank you. I'm gonna be honest, we have a lot of problems in our county. And I don't want to put the blame on anybody, but, I actually do want to put the blame on someone. It's always the Jews who think they can run the world and hoard the money. But, when I go to the grocery store, I'm not scared of getting stabbed in the back by a Jew because they're already stabbing me in the back. I'm scared of the black people. And I don't like them. These people try to buy KFC without any money. These people are trash. That's why they're the color of shit. And they smell like it too. Like someone sculpted my feces, gave it the breath of life, and now us white people have to deal with them. They're nothing but monkeys. 911missinglinks.com, watcheuropa.com, g2bflyers.com. Thank you for your time.
Jim, you're next. Welcome.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Thank you for your time. I'll be brief.
Please state your name and city you're from.
Oh, sorry, Jim Conley, Iowa City. I'd like to comment on what the in-person speaker was speaking about the conflict in the Middle East. It is most definitely Jews versus Muslims. And I'd like to point out to all the Christians listening, the Muslim Quran speaks very highly of Jesus Christ, and the Jewish Talmud in Gittin 57a says that Jesus Christ is boiling in feces. So, which side should Christians pick? Thank you.
Would anyone else like to address a topic that is not on our agenda? Seeing no one in person or online, I'm going to close the public comment. We're going to move on to item number 9, which is Planning and Zoning Matters. 9A, a zoning code amendment, housing choice, supply, and affordability. Ordinance amending Title 14, zoning code to improve housing choice, increase housing supply, and encourage housing affordability. This is the second consideration. And could I get a motion to give second consideration, please?
So moved, Burgess.
Second, Alter.
All right, and this is an opportunity